To order our September 30th Council on Aging Board meeting. Attendees Lori Farabee. Here. Derek Chavez.
Here.
John Barrett.
Here.
Linda Robinson. Here. Okay. Did we have minutes? Or are we waiting for Kate's arrival
Kate
for those?
has the minutes, I
Okay,
believe.
so we can go back to that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Um,
All right, director's report.
okay, so, this month we will take in $230 in donations. Most of it is exercise class money. We did have a chocolate tasting that we had 11 people. So we got $65 from that. Pretty happy.
That was good,
Yeah.
11 people.
good.
We almost covered the expense of it, but I was happy with 11. So,
Yeah.
and then the expenses this month are $1,275.49, which Kate does approve all those. So
What is that roughly considered? What is that?
the expenses.
Yeah.
So we pay $65 to $70 per exercise class. And so
okay.
that's, this month I submitted yoga and strength and balance, so that was almost $500.
Okay.
And then we also have 2 events coming up, which I'll talk about a little bit further down, and that was a deposit for the caterer and their other, so.
Okay.
It's just pretty much every day, there's some supplies in there,
I just want to
but
have an
not,
idea of it.
yeah, I mean, I can send it out to you guys if you want, that's totally fine.
Not necessary.
Yeah, or I can give you more of a breakdown at the next meetings if you want more of a breakdown, that's, doesn't matter to me.
Have you done any, a sort of calculation as to our budget, you know, take away your salary, take away the driver's salary, and what's left, like what do we have budgeted for each month if we used it all?
It's not, I don't break it down per month, but from July 1st to June 30th, I had 17,000 as part of the town budget. But then we also get the formula grant.
Yeah.
So we've got some wiggle room, some money to do some stuff with. So there's money there. We're not in trouble by, these exercise classes. It's a struggle. We've talked about it before. We don't quite make the money that it costs for the instructors, but it's helping people with their health,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it seems to be well attended. So
You have
Yeah.
some demand for them.
yeah.
It seems to me like our MO, being a small town, is really to do things for these small
Yeah.
interest groups
Agreed.
and see if we can
Yeah.
pull them off low cost, but more often.
Yeah, and I think that's, for us, we're probably not gonna see numbers of, 50 to 100 people
Right, right,
attending
right.
events. Some bigger towns and people, or towns that have a senior center, are able to pull those numbers, but right now it's just trying to get people, into the events first and kind of figuring out. I do have the survey, but it wasn't on the agenda for today, so
Oh.
we'll
Okay, yeah.
move that to the next one. So yeah, those are the expenses, and like I said, if anybody wants to see what I've sent or my spreadsheet, I keep a spreadsheet of it, just to make sure that I'm tracking everything.
Yeah, Melissa, I think we need to do that, not because we need to check your work or whatever, but let's say there was some sort of discrepancy and someone came to us and said, were you guys even looking at this? And our response is no, it comes off as like we weren't doing our job at all.
So Kate does have to sign off on them.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
good.
but Derek, I'd be more than happy to send it. It's
No,
not, I
as
don't
long
have
as-
anything to, but Kate does, somebody is checking me.
Yeah, okay, I just wanted to
Right,
make
like
sure.
there's a table that you bought and we don't see it anywhere. Yeah. It
Is it
says that there was
living
$250 to the caterer, yeah.
Yeah, and it's right for
Caterer,
people to ask
aka.
questions. We're
Absolutely.
public service, but we're public servants. But
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the position to say no one on the board.
Nobody knows,
No.
yeah. In true transparency, I mean,
It's
that's.
quite a challenging
yeah.
balance in small towns.
Yeah. So then we have some programs that I wanted to touch upon. So on October 9th, there is a vaccine clinic at Berlin Memorial School from 3:30 to 5:30. Registration is required, and they do it, you can call or online. There are flyers. It's through Neshoba Board of Health, but if anybody needs help, they can call me,
What kind of
and I'll
vaccine?
help them.
Yeah.
They have COVID, RSV, and flu available.
Okay.
And right now we just got an email today. They've only had 9 people from Berlin sign up, and last year they did like 73.
Wow.
So I thought maybe if people were watching this or
Yeah.
spreading it more to you guys,
Yeah,
maybe.
okay.
I know the Board of Health has posted it. They have it along the building. It's up at 19 Carter. I am going there tomorrow, so
Yeah.
I also have to bring Powder House News to other locations, so I'm gonna make sure it's up there too. But it's not
I'll share it
through
in my
us.
community too.
Perfect. It's not through the Council on Aging. It's Neshoba Board of Health, but thought I'd spread the word.
Yeah, no.
Do you know if Vaxabilities is involved in that one?
I don't know.
Yeah, we actually run one called
Okay.
Vaxabilities, and mostly for people with developmental disabilities.
Okay.
But it's anybody who wants a sensory friendly environment.
Oh, I don't know. I know they're getting them from Westminster something or
Board of
other.
Health.
A clinic or a hospital up there, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's all through Neshoba. So I can certainly ask questions if we need to.
If there's a flyer, you know what? It's probably on their website. I'll just go get it.
It is, and there's also there is one at the Board of Health posted right there if you just want to take a look on your way out.
So is there a link I can send to folks in my community to connect to this? Or just call?
It is on the flyer. If you want to have them call me,
Okay.
that's fine too.
I may do that.
And then I'll just pass it along to
Okay.
Jenna
Alright.
and just see what they want as a process. If they just need names, phone numbers, that's fine.
I live in a co-housing community, so there's a lot of people that would be interested in this.
Yeah. I was surprised that there was only 9.
Yeah. They
And
may
it's
not know.
it's a week away.
Yeah, they may not.
A little bit more than a week, I guess.
Okay.
So, yeah. We have a cookie exchange coming on October 14th. October 20th, there's a presentation with Integrity Medicare. This is an important one because it is open enrollment. So they want to check their insurances, make sure that they're on the best plan for them, up to date. If they have something coming up or maybe I don't know, their health has changed for the better. So,
Need to sign up for that one?
Yep. He is providing coffee and donuts. So maybe that'll entice some people to come listen to Medicare. But it's just what changes are coming. It's kind of a broadened informational session. But he is the same person that does the one-on-one appointments. So we can schedule appointments with him that following Monday. October 22nd to the 24th, I will be out of the office to attend the Mass Council on Aging Conference. It is 3 days of workshops and training for Council on Aging staff and directors and
That's fun.
That really
That's
is,
Western?
no, it's at the Seacrest in Falmouth.
Oh, I've been. I was.
Yeah.
I was at a wedding there this year.
I did it. I did the conference 2 years ago, and I didn't do it last year, and I loved it. You get new ideas, and you come back with like a
Yeah.
rejuvenated sense of like
That's
this is what
what's
we
so
can
great
do.
about
and
those
you
conferences.
network
Yeah,
and you
that's true.
talk to people, and you're like, oh, things that you're like, you know what, we have to try it, right? So. I think for me it'll be really refreshing, again, to kind of pick the brains of other smaller communities.
Plus, you work here by yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
And, you know,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
that, I mean, other towns are bigger and they have other people on the
Yeah.
staff, and then
Yeah.
there's you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, to have this kind of boost and networking, I think
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah,
Pretty-
so I
pretty
think
critical.
that'll be, I think
Yeah.
that'll be good. Again, just to see what other places are doing, what's
Yeah.
working, what's not.
Or even like what grants they're getting that we might not be aware,
Aware
of.
of.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's huge for us.
So then we have, on October 30th, we, the Berlin Council on Aging, are partnering up with, we're co-sponsoring an event with Bolton COA, Lancaster COA, and Neshoba Neighbors. It is called Positive Aging, Create Your Path Forward. And so it is a panel of 4 people, discussing how to age. Questions that you don't know to ask, where you go from here. So they're just trying to enlighten folks about everything. So we
Resources primarily?
yeah, we have Jenna Montgomery from the Neshoba Associated Boards of Health. She'll do some strategies on, coping emotionally,
Oh, wow.
how you age and your mortality and how to kind of open that dialect with people. It's a tough conversation. Some people aren't ready for it. But we have to that's our job
Yeah.
to make people aware of
Yeah.
what they need. We have an attorney coming. She will discuss what kind of legal documents that you want to have in place. It's not always best from her point to say, my family will take care of it, or my kids will do it, or my grandkids will take care of it. Things get really crazy when you don't have things laid out and listed of what your wants are, and why put it on somebody else if you kind of have ideas. So she has legal documents on all kinds of things, how to do put your home in a trust. She has a bunch of items to discuss. And then we have a gerontologist. She actually lives here in Berlin. So she is going to kind of go over how seniors advocate for themselves. We're all raised that the doctor is the professional and they know everything. But if something feels wrong to you or you want more information, ask. Ask for a second opinion. Ask for what you can do from here. Ask what else you should be doing. And that's kind of her standpoint. And then the last person is from Aging Services of North Central Mass, which is our area service point. So elder abuse or home health or anything within this area, that is my main resource to go to, because they are the most, they're called options counselors. And it's their job to understand what options are available to people. So I usually refer to them if I don't have any direct information on it, or if I'm not familiar. And then the 3 COAs are gonna do a little song and dance about why you contact us, what we're here for. So thought I'd put that out there. That does require registration as well, but you can contact me to sign up. Hello. And then I will let them know as well what who signed up through us. So it should be, there is a light lunch for that. Some sandwiches, chips, fruit salad, pasta salad. So I do have that coming up.
If anyone's interested in the online training that the options counselors or shine counselors, any of those staff take to do their job, they're available to the public.
Oh, okay,
So just let me know.
okay.
And
Yeah,
where
we're
will
looking at all of them.
Where will they be located, on the COA website for
They're-
the state?
The state Aging and Independence is launching a new learning management system, so they're centralizing everything for everything from adult to protective services to
Great.
ePulse, which is end of life planning, to Shine, to respite for caregivers, essentials.
Yeah,
there's so
and I
many.
think that's it's the starting point of, it's not gonna be so much information at them. We're kind of starting, and then we're thinking about having another one in the spring to kind of follow up or
Build
piggyback
on
on
that,
things
yeah.
that we're seeing our questions, that they want more information on. The 3 COAs are also working on collaborating together, because we are the smaller, Berlin, Bolton, Lancaster. We don't
Yeah.
all have a big pull, so
Right.
we're trying to do it together, where all 3 of our towns are invited to this one panel or this one program. Because we shouldn't all have to do the same program and have 3 people here and 3 people there wanna collaborate.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so it's been a very good working environment for us to be associated with Neshoba Neighbors. They've been the lead on this, but yeah, it should be a well-attended event. At least I hope it is. It's very informative. And then we have.
What was that event? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I'm late.
That's okay. It's
10:30
positive aging. We're just going through
did
my
you-
list of events.
Does she have something different?
Oh, right here.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we're doing, in November, we're doing a charcuterie board making. Just to kind of, before the holidays, fun event, I don't know, teach people how to do
Charcuterie
it.
Is,
Meats, cheeses,
okay.
vegetables, spreads.
board.
Cheese
Cheese
board.
board, right.
You
You'd
know.
like it, John.
Yeah, right?
I would like part of
It's,
it.
it's actually, I do have a flyer posted at my door, so, that will start going out too. And then we have a managing caregiver burnout session that is actually provided by 19 Carter. And they asked if we would like to be a part of it. So, there is a personal crisis coach, Pamela Dussault. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce her name, so I apologize. And she is a caregiver advocate, so she is going to share how you manage and prevent burnout without sacrificing your own well-being. A lot of caregivers feel guilty when they realize they need their own
Yeah.
time and space. They
Understand.
feel like they're not doing what they should. Maybe it's never enough, and so she's going to try to do some tools and tricks of how to kind of get that balance. You know, it's okay to leave for a couple hours, and maybe we find people that don't have home health, and we can get them some home health so they can get a 2-hour respite.
Yeah, that-
you know,
Right.
to go and do
'Cause
something.
Often resources is the reason caregivers can't take.
Yeah,
time, so-
yeah. I mean, we did try a caregiver group in a previous position, and they weren't able to attend because they couldn't leave the person they were caregiving, right? And so you try to do it at night, and then you try to do it during the day, and
Right.
but sometimes the person that's receiving the care is so attached to that person that you can't even take them to a separate room, unless they trust the person and
Yeah.
builds up the relationship. So, that is that one. And then November 24th, we have a Thanksgiving meal. Powerhouse News is in error. I gave Dee the date of when my numbers were due to the caterer instead of the event date. So I'm just gonna have to, yeah. So it's gonna be Monday, November 24th. It is a free event. We are capping it at 30 people will fit comfortably in Northbrook Village 2 community room. I am asking again that the people register by November 19th, so I can provide that number. What it is in hopes, and it's open to everybody, even though it's at Northbrook in town. It's those that can't get somewhere for the holidays or don't have family coming, or you know they're kind of solo. To give them a space to have a Thanksgiving meal with their neighbors and friends, and you know, like I said, either they don't have to live in Northbrook, so it could be anybody in town that's alone for the holidays or just wants to come and chat with other people.
Do you need wait staff?
I was just gonna say, I will need 3 volunteers. It doesn't have to be anybody from the board, but to mention it, we will have it catered, but they are giving it to us in just like hotel pans. So we will have to serve it and then just kind of clean up the plates off the tables and stuff. I will get some decorations and Thanksgiving stuff, but the main will be just to help serve the actual meal. Some might have mobility issues, so we may need to actually serve. Some can probably just come up and grab their own plate. So, and then just last, our exercise classes. So Tuesdays at 1 is Tai Chi. Thursdays at 2 is our core class. Fridays at 2:20 we have strength and balance, and then Saturdays at 8:50 in the morning is yoga. All of those exercise classes are held in room 118 in the town offices here. So
How's the core one going?
we did. John needs some help in core. It was just the first one, so we're hoping that
Yeah.
if I keep promoting and
Yeah.
word gets out, you know, we'll be able to
Yeah,
get
I've
some
just-
people. And I think some of it, I was telling John, I did have a couple questions about it. Oh, that seems kind of intense, or oh, is it on the floor? Like I see planks, and but he's a personal trainer, so if you
Yep,
need to
yep.
sit in a chair, he can modify it for you. And John confirmed that he is able to modify.
Also, with I find with older folks, including me, there's a exercise tool that's perfect, TRX straps. So TRX straps, you could hold do squats.
Yeah.
You could do, but you know, it's
Yeah.
really essential.
It
I
is,
have,
it's-
I have it, so I'll bring it to the session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a really great exercise.
If we have, and I'd be more than happy to order more, if we have the following, you know, we did just get the weights and stuff for strength
About
and
50
balance,
bucks,
so.
about $50, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. So that is all for programs.
How are these classes attended? Do you know what the numbers are? Or
Yeah, so Tai Chi gets, about 10, Core just started, so we're giving him
Yeah.
a little.
but you attended it, John?
No.
He's,
Oh.
he's
He's
leading
Oh,
it.
you're
Teaching
He's
the
teaching it.
core.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching the core.
So strength and balance has like 10 to 12. That's
Oh,
been our
wow.
biggest,
Yeah.
and then yoga
That was
has
pretty
about
good.
6
I
to
went
8.
that one.
You went to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say
so,
18 for yoga?
6 to 8.
Oh, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah. So strength and balance is definitely moved into
Wow,
our
that's good. Yeah.
higher
That's good.
attendance.
Do you think it's just more popular, or it's a good time, or?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I think it's a different class. It goes with the whole mobility and your balance more, which as you age is kind of what decreases. I
Yeah.
mean, even for me.
It was divided into like 3 sections,
Oh,
you know, with, one's with the
The bands.
bands, one's
Yeah.
with the weights, and
Weights.
one is balancing.
That's great.
Yeah.
It was
That's really
very-
good.
it was
Nice
very good.
combination, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that
Wow.
yeah, that had, I think it had 14 on
That's
last
impressive.
week, but
wow.
yeah, so I mean, I think that's been our big, the exercise has been our most attended stuff, so. Yeah, so those are programs. Any other questions on programs or anything that you think that I'm missing or should do in the next couple months? Any ideas? You can email me too, if you have any ideas or suggestions.
I think, look at, was that asked in the survey?
It was,
Yeah, we'll look at the
Yeah.
survey data first and see what the
yeah, yeah.
residents say.
Yeah, I mean, field trips was number 1 response, I'll tell you that, for programs, since we're still on programs.
Interesting,
So yeah, so that's, yeah, I mean, field trips, music, that stuff. So they want the fun stuff, so surveys
It's like a
coming
music
back.
program to attend, or to go?
Yeah, like just singers and stuff like
Entertainment.
that, entertainment, yeah, yeah,
So it's all about connection, people connecting.
yeah, so I
each
did,
other.
I do also have for the spring, I have 3, I'm applying for cultural council grants for 3 different things. I might get one, I might get none, I might get all of them. But one is like a senior magician, and one is, he is doing specific Paul McCartney music
Music,
and kind of tells the backstory. And then one is like all kinds of songs from the 20s to the 50s to the 70s and newer songs if we want. So it's kind of hard because there's such a age group with us. You know, some people don't know anything that's newer, and some people won't know the songs from the 20s and the 30s. But we'll put something together.
So you're applying for grants for those programs? Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, to cover the cost of the people. I thought the magician was something different.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, and I liked, one of the things he put, and I just talked to him today, so it's, he has some stuff that, like, he'll teach the people there, so they can, like, kinda use it with their grandkids or their kids, and so it bridges that intergenerational
Yeah.
gap too, just to, you know, kinda carry on, so, yeah, anything else for programs before we move on? No? So van operations.
And operations.
So we are in the process of making an offer, to a van driver. And then we do, have a couple other people that we are kind of interviewing and talking to. I'm hoping that we can get everybody up and running and trained so we can start providing rides by October 15th. I do already have 3 people that have provided appointments to me for October, and unfortunately, we're just not going to be able to, you know, get the van up and running next week. So What I am going to do is each rider needs to fill out and sign the paperwork that they understand the rules, the policies, the scheduling. So I am going to, again, Northbrook Village, the community room on Monday, from 10 to 12. They're gonna do an all-call for me, which is just a one, whatever. Anybody can come. If they think that they're gonna ride the van in the next few months, I'm making myself available to help them do the paperwork at that time for a couple hours. That way, if you call in 2 months, I can just book you instead of saying, "Oh, let me send you the packet."
Right.
Some people are on the van because they don't have a vehicle. Mobility is tough, so it's just, to me, it's just a waste of time to have to be like, "Oh, I need a ride on Monday," and then you're like, "Oh, well, you need to fill out the packet first. Like, how are they gonna get here?" And
Right.
so I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible, to get things done before they need it. And if you don't use it, you don't use it, no big deal. We just keep it on file and we have it.
For how long
Um,
is that
what's
on
that?
file? How long is it good on file?
It can, until something changes.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
So, it's,
Yeah,
so they might as well just fill it out then. If
Right.
they think they might need it.
Right, if you think you're gonna need it, I'm saying the next couple months, but, you know, I could even make myself available to do this every quarter or something, you know, just to catch those people for the next few months.
Yeah.
Because it is something that everybody needs to do, and they can't take the van until they sign the rules and that they understand and stuff, so. And we did just have all those approved by the select board on the 22nd. So we just, that was what we're waiting for that, so then I can make the packets and have everybody ready to sign the most up to date. So yeah, that's just required before they take their ride. Right now, we are looking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I did tell the select board too, we do have a schedule within those policies, because we were asked for a schedule, but, they do also understand that depending upon the trends and what we're seeing and what's being requested, that we may need to, change the schedule a little bit, because I don't wanna tell somebody that they can't take a ride if they're the only ride on a certain day, or Tuesdays start to be the busiest day for people wanting to go grocery shopping, and I'm like, "Oh, no, we're not going out, we go out of town that day." So we might have to kind of finagle it a little bit, but that would be, you, the board, myself, and then, Kristen, to kind of reevaluate.
And also with the interest in field trips, that they understand that there may be outside of those hours for specialty events.
The driver, you mean? Yeah,
I know we need to let the driver know, but
Yeah.
the selectmen know that that's the case as well.
Yeah, and that's kind of, that'll go with, like Kristen and I were talking about day-to-day operations. If we have an event coming up, you know, we can either get a per diem driver, or as long as the driver isn't consistently going over the 19 hours, then there's some room and
Once
some
in a while.
flexibility to have them still drive their normal shift. And, you know, it could be that we have a night event and we book, you know, somebody for the morning shift and then they take the night, or we just start booking appointments later. We really just, there's a lot that isn't solidified. It's kind of a trial and error
And it
on
can't
it.
really be. I mean, I think we're better off
Yeah.
having that flexibility until we see really what do people
Yeah,
need.
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
That is true.
The advantage of being small is that having that agility.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Required when you're small.
Yeah, yeah, so, and I will know, one of the rules is 48 hours. Understand that some things are gonna come up, and I'm not saying don't call me, but we're trying to get 48 hours as the deadline. And then that will provide somebody calling me on Monday, and I'll say, we have nobody on Wednesday. Let's do Northbrook, let's do, you know, send in the van to those locations, and then have their residents say, hey, the van is available for you to go within town, you know, for the next 3 hours.
Right.
And see if anybody will just kind of get on the van and,
We're going to Highland Commons. Who
yeah,
wants to come?
and I might be able to throw it out there and say, hey, it's a great day on Wednesday to go get some ice cream, you know, like who would be interested in going to a farmer's market or something.
How do you plan on doing that? Like announcements?
Yeah, so the thing that's really, and I know I keep talking about Northbrook too, they have people on site, which is why it's been so much easier to work with them. And so they have, because it's like a hotel unit, they kind of have everybody's phone number so they can do a one page, one
Yeah,
call.
Of course.
And so it would be, hey, Kristen, can you, she's the resident service coordinator there, can you call everybody and let them know on Wednesday the van will be parked outside from 12 to blah, blah, you know, whatever for them. And then I would just do our normal marketing as far as Facebook on both pages, on our website that we do have up and running. So it is berlincoa.com. And so, yeah, I think that would be, it's tough to do. Honestly, that's kind of where our struggle has been with marketing, is I feel like we've done it, all the events and all the programs in this van and everything we've marketed as far as I can go, and you're like, where else do we go? What am I missing?
Yeah. SMS.
Yeah.
Text message.
Yeah.
They can opt. When they fill out the packet, they opt in. They get a text to opt in, and then you're just sitting there sending a text
That's
with
another good one.
every update. It's just
Yeah.
social media, especially with the population of older adults who didn't grow up with it. It's not like
Yeah.
tied to it. the same
Yeah,
way,
I mean, I have friends that don't want social media and don't have social media, so, you know, it's not the end all be all, but we are in the church bulletins, we are in the item, yeah, so it's kind of where else, and I mean, we have, you know, flyers, I do send them to 2 locations, and they post them. I mean, and we still have people say that they didn't know about it and they didn't see it, so I'm trying to ask people, not in a disrespectful way, but well, where do you look? You know,
Right.
where
Yeah.
do you see, where do you go for your information then? If you're not seeing it in
Right.
the places that we're already using, what would be your suggestion?
Right.
And somebody actually said, for something bigger or something that we're trying to do, the corner of, what is that road right here? Pleasant Street,
Pleasant Street, yeah.
the big
The
sign.
big sign, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Right,
that's
right.
something to think about too, to start using that a little bit more. And that's just me having to reach out to Fred and say, hey, what are the rules? What are the guidelines?
Yeah.
How much notice do you need? You know, I don't want to use it for every event that we have, but, you know.
Can you do a one call at Northbrook 1 as well, or not?
I would assume so, but they don't have anybody on site. And so they are much more difficult to hold events and things. And I know
I can
the
check on that.
board, yeah.
Okay.
I know we do have Berlin residents on the board, but it's the actual property management company that doesn't have anybody on site.
Oh, I
And
see what
so
you mean.
that's why. I did ask for, some things to be held there, and Northbrook 2 was faster to respond. And they did have a resident meeting, and somebody on my behalf had asked why things weren't held there. And they were told that their programs and any events that they have need to be approved by the board before they can approve any events.
Okay.
And so it just so happens that Northbrook 2 has just been easier to be like, hey, do you have availability on X day? And it's not that Northbrook 1 can't go, it's not that other residents from the town, everybody's more than welcome. I'm just trying to find where the people are more comfortable going,
Right.
you know?
Right, right.
Yeah, and if you can get them where they live and they're that concentrated,
And that's,
start there.
yeah, I mean, that's, you know, it's what I'm thinking. I'd love to use 1870, that, you know, that space is great. It has like a little kitchen and upstairs it has a stage. But the problem is some mobility issues that people have, it's difficult to get into that property for some. So, yeah, we're kind of playing like which part, and that is on the survey too, Derek. It is, that was a question if people would attend events outside of the room downstairs that we have. And it was overwhelmingly yes. So I just need to find that spot that's gonna get people to attend.
Yeah.
We do have to be careful. Anything we host definitely has to be ADA compliant location.
Yeah.
There's legal reasons we can get
Right.
in trouble with that.
Yeah.
Are those
yeah.
requirements more about access in those locations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to be in a position where somebody just says, "Oh, I just saw it was going to be at that building, and I didn't go because I already knew what I was going to get myself into, and I didn't want to be in that position." So,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that's tough. Is a couple like 1870. There is, the driveway, and so the van could get up and drop people off.
Yep.
But those that don't need the van but still have walkers or canes
It's a lot of
it's
steps.
difficult to get.
Yeah.
It's difficult to get up in
You
there.
can, I've never been in there, but I thought I had heard, correct me if I'm wrong, that if you do go around and back, isn't there, like, around?
Well, you gotta get up the hill first.
Gotta go up there.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. If you get up the hill, or if you're dropped off up the hill,
Yeah.
there is a way to come in that is accessible.
Oh yeah,
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 there's
there is.
elevator.
There's an elevator and a big door. Wheelchairs can fit and
Yeah,
everything
it
like
is
that.
ADA
It's
compliant.
just getting
Parking.
them up that.
Up
There's
a
not,
hill
you
like
can't really
this.
park up there either, right?
No.
I think there's one handicap
Yeah,
parking
there's
spot,
like- yeah.
maybe two, to safely put cars backing up and.
On the left side you
that.
can though, facing, you can park on the left, I thought.
Yeah, so if you go
I've
up the
driven up there once and I
driveway,
can't remember.
there's
I
like
don't-
two
well, I
spots.
wouldn't drive up
to
there, right?
park. But most of the parking is gonna be across the street or.
And you have to get up the stairs.
On the
and
street.
Or
up
the
the
hill.
stairs or
Or
up
the
the hill.
hill.
And so it's a great location for events
Really
and to
is.
host things.
Yeah.
But then the weather, if it's raining.
Yeah.
or-
So,
I wouldn't wanna do it.
I do craft shows up there,
Oh,
so I understand it's really a nice place.
oh,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've been
And
in
it
there
takes you
for
up to the
multiple.
second floor.
We used to
It
meet
does,
over-
right? Yeah.
Well, who was on the, we used to meet there remember, Lori? For a while, we were meeting over there.
Yeah.
Gee, I don't remember.
I just did.
It was when Holly was on the board, when Holly, remember we would meet in that?
Holly was over there for a little
Yeah,
while.
and we would meet in
Yeah,
that big,
yeah.
in that
Mhm.
conference room there for a while.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it is a great space to
It
have
really
like
is.
all to ourselves
It really is, yeah.
eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
But yeah,
We used to
yeah.
use First Parish Church for events too, where we could cook and clean.
With the
and-
kitchen.
Kitchen,
Yeah.
yeah, it was awesome.
I'm looking forward to that getting back up and running because that is something to monthly lunches or just providing meals for people and
Yeah.
We
Getting
have a
them out of the house to
Christmas
have-
party there every year, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Hmm,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
With no kitchen, it's tough.
It is. Even though I'm Serve Safe certified, I still need the
You need the
facility
kitchen.
to
Yeah.
be Serve Safe.
Is the kitchen gonna be available there at 1870, or you're talking about the church?
Well, so 1870 is not Serve Safe
Yeah.
certified, so I can't. You can
Can't.
reheat things.
Yeah, but you can't cook.
But I can't cook from the
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
And there's no dishwasher, so.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a few things. The kitchen that they're building here, will be Serve Safe certified. And both chiefs are like, if you need to use it for something, absolutely. But that's gonna be, a little bit of
while.
time. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I have.
That's a lot.
Can I just,
Thank you for your efforts.
Well, thank you.
I just wanted to throw out one thing just to see what everyone thinks for next agenda.
Yeah.
Not for this agenda.
Yeah.
Bob and I were talking about this. Yeah, can we have an agenda item, a standing agenda item maybe, that we look at the rules,
Mm-hmm.
since that seems to be a little bit of a mystery to many of us. But also sort of legitimizing some of the stuff that we do. And this came up, for example, with bringing Derek on, and Bob said, and I brought him to the selectmen meeting, and they didn't even, and I said, well, I never met the selectmen.
Oh, you didn't? No.
I mean, and I
Yeah.
went and got sworn in by Eloise. Eloise had no idea why I was there. No one told her.
Okay.
And so I
Tighten
feel,
up the-
I feel like if we could take a little time each meeting to sit down and just take one
the
thing, like,
process.
okay, adding people to the board. What is the process that we should follow?
Yep. Yep.
And, I'm hoping you're here for the next 60 years, but,
Sure. Why
if you're not, think about when you came in, there was nothing for
Right,
you.
right.
Nothing.
You have to.
And so I feel like even if we put together a 3-ring binder with some stuff in it,
Mm-hmm.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
so that for future.
What the rules are,
Right,
because
oh,
if
you're
you're
right.
not here, what happens if, if the
Yeah.
secretary, we need to find somebody.
Backup, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we can legitimize
I
all
will
of
add that
it
to the
and not
agenda.
have to reinvent the wheel
That's a good
each
idea. Who's
time.
my backup? Instead of me always saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
are you gonna be
Kate.
there? Are you gonna?" It is
Yeah.
Kate.
Kate.
Where is Kate? Where is Kate? So I texted her.
Yeah.
She's my go-to. Bob knew I was gonna be late, but I didn't know if Bob was coming.
Yes, no,
And
Bob
Bob
told
called
me.
me.
Because he called me. So did he tell you I was gonna be late?
Yes,
Yes,
he
Okay.
did.
yeah.
All right.
He did.
So we're all set, yeah, perfect, yeah, I can add that.
So anyway, just a suggestion, but
Yeah,
I feel
I think
like
that's a
we're
great
often
suggestion.
flailing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that
to look
because
at the
we don't have
policies.
much
Tighten
to
up
say?
policy, just our,
I think it's
Everybody getting the
like Melissa
information.
said, it's always been done, stuff has always been done kind of loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
Because we're a
Yeah.
small town.
Yeah.
We don't have to be that way, though. We can,
Right.
you know, tighten things up a little
be
bit.
the example that other,
You know, I think one thing we should do is legitimize an orientation to the board.
mm-hmm,
Because right now, you've already had it.
Yeah, and let's like this is what I do for a living too. It's like I've been working with these programs for a decade and a half. Not everyone has that experience.
Well,
Like,
also,
Right.
your experience is all wonderful and will be valuable to us, but do you have any idea what we do as the COA Board of Berlin? I know I didn't. I just had
Right.
to fake it for many, many months until I kind of
You
caught
faked it
on.
well, Linda.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, so I think that's the kind of stuff I feel like, even
Yeah.
if we spend 10 minutes each meeting
Yep.
doing something.
okay, yeah,
No, that's a great suggestion. I mean, as a new person, I talk about the vans, but I'm not sure what else to talk about.
yeah,
In
Yeah.
terms of creating credibility, not creating
There's
fear.
all sorts of stuff here, John.
I don't know.
yeah, anybody else have
I think
any?
you had the same orientation that
I just
did
have a
too.
question, and you may have addressed this, but I saw the email that somebody was asking to use the van.
I
Oh, is
saw
it
that
in
too.
the COA?
Yeah, the school for transport.
Transporting some kids or something.
Oh,
to
yeah, I
school,
saw that
After
too.
school.
You didn't see
Okay.
that?
It goes to your email.
I'll
It goes to
forward-
the
I'll forward
COA.
it to you. think
I can
still
check
have
it. I
Okay.
have
Oh, are
it,
you
but
not
yeah.
on those emails?
No, so I have to log out of mine and go to the other one. Okay, thank you for bringing
Yeah,
that up.
I just
will
didn't know
check
if that
it.
was something that had been talked about. I don't even know if that's something
It
that
was
we-
not because I had not
I
seen
don't
it.
know why I have a
Um,
hard time replying to the
okay.
emails that you send. If I send them multiple times, it's
Yeah,
because it
it's
sits in my
just-
outbox. I'm
yeah.
like, why won't it go?
Yeah, yep, that's fine. I will
Yeah,
check and
I'm
see.
So you
sorry, I
do
never
have that email or
forwarded
you
anything
don't?
to you.
I do.
No, it's coming from her. Like,
Oh,
or
from
even
her, I
Barb
guess.
sent something too about when we went out the other night with Pat, and when I responded, it wouldn't go through. It just sat in my outbox. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm having
Yeah.
issues.
Do
I
you
can-
have,
But then you ended up getting an email from me,
Not
what,
an
twice,
Apple
2 or 3
phone?
times today, because I kept trying to do it.
do you have not an
Yeah.
Apple?
No, I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because sometimes that'll screw it up,
I
you
don't
know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just, it depends on where I happen to be when I'm,
You know, there's some
Could
truth to
be,
that one.
yeah.
yes, there certainly is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we be, I mean, there's a number of those kinds of emails. Should we be forwarding them to you?
No, I log in. I just haven't logged in. I
Okay.
didn't log in yesterday.
This came like,
So,
Couple
last
days
week?
ago.
Yeah.
it was from,
Or a week, maybe 2
Oh.
weeks ago.
oh no,
I know
then
who it was from.
maybe
It's
not.
from, she lives on South Street, Julie Lee.
Oh.
Sent it, asking
Okay.
the school
I-
wanted to borrow it for after-school. You clearly didn't see
It
this.
was
No.
transporting
You all know what I'm
someone.
talking about.
I do.
Everyone saw
Yeah,
I
this.
saw
Okay.
that. It was in my junk email.
Oh well.
Is she
Okay.
like the recreation, she's something.
Yeah, she's on rec. I will see.
But it
I will
wasn't
check
rec,
and
it was
look
some position it said that she had at the school.
at the school. Well, she's
Athletic
yeah.
director or something of that
Okay.
nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look in that
Okay.
email and see if I can find it. I don't recall seeing it in that email. Though.
Yeah, I think they were trying to
Okay.
take some kids to an event, like a sporting event,
They,
and they didn't want them to go separately or for parents, individual parents couldn't drive or
Oh,
something.
gotcha. Okay.
it's golf. They wanted them to get over to
Yes.
Cyprian Keys for golf because the fields can't be used, so but they have no way to transport.
Okay.
So they're asking to use the van. I know.
I think there would be huge
well,
liability.
I
read
don't know
through
if
that,
it's
and my
liability
first thing
too,
was-
but
Interesting.
it'll be the
No.
time where our van. They're gonna have to go over after school, which is gonna be
When you're
the
using
time
it.
that our van
Yeah,
is running.
yeah,
So,
and
but I'll look at it. I'll
Right,
see.
I know it's not.
what
I
they-
didn't know. I didn't know if it
yeah.
was something we had to talk about.
Yeah,
or something,
no,
And I
no.
cannot find it for some
Probably
reason.
shouldn't
I
have.
don't know why.
Okay.
So
All
we should
right,
probably-
anything else before we adjourn?
I got nothing.
Okay, anyone else have anything?
Any updates on the paint color or anything for downstairs, so we can get going on that?
We
No?
can't until they hire somebody for
They
the
haven't hired
building.
anyone yet.
No. No. So we're just holding pattern.
I cannot find it.
Yep, I've got the art in there, if anybody wants to see it, it's in my room, but yeah, we do not have a,
I just stole that from this table.
When's our
I
next
will
meeting?
add it
Is it on
to
here?
the next agenda.
Oh, 10:28.
But I didn't put it on this one because
Yes.
I don't have an update.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Next
yeah, they
meeting
have
at
it.
5.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
yeah,
Yes.
10:28 at 5.
So I was a little confused by that. I thought we were meeting at 5:30.
No.
Based on, no? Then I misinterpreted. Yeah, that's
I
why
think
asked.
those
Unless they get-
5:30 confusion came from the 300 emails about Pat's dinner.
That is where
Maybe
that,
maybe
that, that
was
is where
it.
that came
Maybe
from. That was from
okay,
Bob.
okay.
Bob was, yes, it was
Okay, thank
4:30,
you,
then it was
thank you.
5:30, then it
Thank
was
you.
really 5.
And
but
I
it-
got invitations for 5, 5:30, 6,
And then you
6:30.
asked and no one answered, so I think I might have replied. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're at
That's
5.
good.
Okay, then anyone to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, meeting adjourned at